Do you wonder how to actually hold the state that you're in and that you want to continue being in? That's what I'm going to talk about today. Stay tuned. Today I would like to talk about holding the state and what that means. So when I talk about manifesting, I mention how when you want something specific, when you're working on manifesting something, it's very important to hold that state, to stay in that state. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by that and how to do it. So think about an ATM machine. And you go up to your ATM machine. You already know that there's money in your account. So before you even put your card in the ATM machine, you know that that money is as good as yours, right? You don't question it. So it's the same thing as in manifesting. When you desire something, the moment that you desire it, it is done. It is yours. But to see it play out in your 3D reality, like what's around you, you have to hold that state. So let's go back to the ATM machine. So you know there's money in your account, you take out your card, you put your card in, you punch in your PIN code, and then you cancel your transaction and you take your card back. Did you get your money? Of course not, because you didn't continue. You stopped the transaction. So you put your card in again, put your code in again. This time you type in the amount that you want to withdraw, and then you cancel the transaction and you pull your card out again. You still did not get your money. So in manifesting, holding your state is kind of the same thing. If you're doing your affirmations or scripting or whatever it is, or even if you're doing nothing, you're just assuming and knowing that, okay, it's done, it's yours, this is something that you've been wanting and you desire it, and because you are the creator of your reality, you are an abundant being, you know that it's yours and it's going to show up, and it will show up. But if you want it to show up sooner, that's why we do, specific techniques and stuff. But you don't have to. I've seen people, and I have actually manifested things like almost instantly without even having to do anything. So it really is down to your deep assumption. But okay, so let's go back to the ATM machine analogy. So if you're working towards your manifestation, and then you start complaining to a friend about whatever it is that like the opposite of what you want. So let's say it is money. So you're manifesting for money because you have bills piling up, you're not making a lot, you're maybe wanting a better job or a raise or whatever the case may be. So you're doing your techniques or whatever, or just getting into that assumption, knowing that it's done, knowing the money is yours, knowing that it's going to come and show up to you soon. And then you call up a friend and you start complaining. I have so many damn bills. I don't know how I'm going to pay it. I don't have money for gas. How am I going to get to work this week? You just start complaining. That's equivalent to canceling your ATM transaction and pulling out your card. It's the same thing. So now you have to start again. Actually, okay, not you have to start again. Now you're going to start again because you have to get back into that state, right? You want to get back into that state. And then you're going to hold it. You're going to hold it by feeling it real, getting into your state akin to sleep, meditating, however it is that you're getting into that feeling that it's yours, that it's done. And then again, you start doing things that are unfavorable, that are going opposite of what you want. Let's say it's your specific person, the both of you broke up, they blocked you, you want to get unblocked, you want them back in your life, back into a relationship. And so you're feeling it real, you feel, you maybe do your affirmations, they're mine, they love me, they adore me, they unblock me, they're talking to me every day, they treat me like I'm the priority, whatever it is that you say or do or feel. but you're in that state. So now you feel it. You feel that it's real. You feel that you're together. It feels so amazing. I mean, I've had some people that even when they get into a meditative state, they may even actually cry because they're overwhelmed with the feeling, and that's good. It's a good thing. You feel like it's actually already done, and that's very important. And then, you know, you're talking to somebody and then you're complaining about your ex. They blocked me. I can't stand when they act like this. You know, they're always treating me horribly, whatever the case may be. That again is equivalent to canceling that transaction at the ATM machine and pulling out your card. So you have to hold that state. You really do have to stay in that state for it to play out. Now you can actually be holding that state and manifesting immediately because you have no resistance. It has been done. But this is for if you're having a hard time. You know, you might have been working on your manifestation for a long time, for months, weeks, years even, you know, but if you keep going back, you keep canceling that transaction, it will take longer. So try and hold that state. Try not to get triggered. I know it's difficult. I've been there. Everything that I talk about on my channel, I have experienced and I've come out of it. And I understand now how to do this. I understand the law of the universe. Obviously, there are some things that, you know, I can't manifest instantaneously because I'm still human. You know, I'm still on this journey as well, just as you all are. I am not perfect. Just because I know about it, just because I teach it, does not mean that my life is everything that I want it to be in my 3D world yet, you know? But I know how to get there, and I know how to manifest things, and I know how to get out of the trigger. The trigger is the hardest thing, and I get that. So let's say it is, I get SP questions a lot. A lot of people are trying to manifest because they feel like they can't manifest for somebody else. That's not true though, you can. So let's say it is for an SP, you're trying to get them back, you both broke up. I had to pause the video, I completely lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm back on track. So let's say it is for an SP and you're feeling very triggered because you're waiting for that text to come in, you're waiting for them to call you, to want you back, you're missing them, you know, you feel that ache of not having them around. Sometimes it's hard to put your focus, you know, on, oh, we're back together and they love me, and, you know, no matter what kind of techniques that you're going to be doing, sometimes it's just very difficult to get on track with that. So what I like to do, if I'm trying to manifest for a specific thing and I find that I'm getting triggered by my 3D of what's going on around me, I will just completely do something different. I will, you know, watch a funny movie. I'll call up a friend and not talk about whatever it is that's bothering me in the 3D, but, you know, just to laugh and have a tea together, whatever. Maybe go for a walk, get out in nature, you know, paint, color in a coloring book. I love doing adult coloring books. I think they're so much fun. It's relaxing. Clean your house, you know, just anything to get your mind off of that trigger. Even if it's looking at, I'm so guilty of this, but looking at, like, you know, silly videos of animals or babies or whatever. Just something that's going to put you in a calmer mindset so that you're not focusing on that trigger. So it'll be easier as you continue doing this, so that you can actually stay in the state that you want to stay in. So like, let's say, okay, you used to be triggered and your trigger would last you all day long. Well, now maybe your trigger might, you know, last, like you might be triggered and then you would change your thinking, your mindset, and then you can hold that for a few hours, and then you might get triggered again throughout the day, and then, you know, you go back into your techniques or whatever you're doing so that you can change your mindset, and then you might get triggered again, and, you know, continuing every day, but then eventually it's going to get easier, and then you might get triggered, and then you're going to snap out of it immediately. You're going to say, no, yeah, no, they love me, they are calling me, they are unblocking me, whatever the case may be. And then eventually you won't get triggered. That's when you're holding your state. That's when you're going to feel it real. That's when you're just going to know. It's just like, you know, when you say, like, you get this gut feeling. That's what it is. You're going to just feel like it's already done and it's happening and it's about to show up. So I hope today's video helped. Stop canceling that transaction. Try and hold that state as long as you can. And now, I'm not saying that if you don't hold a state, you're not going to get your manifestation. That's not it. This is what's worked for me. And this is what I understand, especially when you listen to Neville, how he talks about feeling it real. The feeling is very important. You know, like, yeah, I've heard some people say, well, I really didn't believe it and I got my manifestation anyway. Yeah, that's completely possible. It's just some people have a really difficult time, and you do have to have some assumption. I don't care what anybody else says. Like, you know, when they say, no, I didn't feel it at all and I got it anyways. I'm sorry, there has to be some kind of assumption that's deep down, maybe in your subconscious, you're not realizing it, but there has to be some kind of assumption there, because that feeling is very important. So I hope today's video helped. If you liked my video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment box down below. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video.